Welcome to Sweethearts or Rivals. I'm Charla.
I'm Justin.
Today we're going to be doing a year in review video.
For 2016.
On ourselves.
Yeah.
So how did we stack up as a YouTube channel as what we promised to do over the year?
Yep. Right. So what are some of the things we promised to do from last year's video?
We promised that we were going to start making a podcast once a month.
Did we do that?
We did.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. And I think we really started to find our flow too. Like at first they were kind of, I don't think they were quite as organized. Mm-hmm. But I think now we've got our organization down pretty well.
Yes, our format has kind of established itself. So we kind of know what we're doing.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Sort of.
Yeah. And that works. What else?
We promised to keep making content.
Yes, we did. Did we?
We did.
Yes, we did.
We were able to get at least one video out every week.
This is true.
Sometimes most of the time we had more, like a video playthrough and a review.
Yeah.
Sometimes we got to add on like a waxing philosophical, which was good too.
True.
So the very first year that we made videos, we only made 108 videos.
Only 108. Only.
And then in 2015, we were able to make 149 videos.
Woo! Yeah!
How many did we make in 2016?
144.
So we're only 5 videos short from the year before.
And we went from going to, like, if we were focused on one game, there were 3 videos for it, to only 2 videos for it.
Right.
So, even though we have, what was it, 4?
It was 144 last year and 149 2 years ago.
Okay.
So 5 videos.
5 videos less this past year. Mm-hmm. But I think we covered more games.
Maybe. We should have counted by game.
Yeah, maybe.
But
for next year. Mm-hmm. Anyway, yeah. I think we were very successful with that.
I think so too.
Yeah. Excellent. What else?
We had a hard time getting our Twitch channel running. Yes. So we had only promised to do just a playthrough and no more Twitches.
True.
And we did do some games that we just did a playthrough only.
Yeah.
Which I think works, because there's going to be games that people know a lot about.
Yeah.
But maybe they just want to see a playthrough of it.
Yep.
So then we can provide that as well.
Yes. And the vast majority of our positive comments are about how well our chemistry and our flow and our chatter and our banter and that kind of stuff when we are doing playthroughs.
Right.
So that seems to be something we should do more of. What else?
Oh, we talked about how we had made an epic quest for ourselves and how we weren't going to abandon it, we just had to amend it.
Yes.
And we were supposed to make 2 videos to summarize our epic quest. Mm-hmm. And we did that. Well, we were supposed to do the January 2015, take a list of the top 10 games on the Board Game Geek and play them all.
Yes.
And then have a separate video for each game and then have a discussion with friends.
Yeah.
And we were going to do that for January 2016 as well.
Yes.
But it ended up being too much work.
Way too much work.
So what we ended up doing instead is taking a look at the lists and just talking about the games that we had already played.
Yeah.
And then kind of the ones that we didn't play, we talked about what we knew about them and why we thought they might be so high on the list.
Yep.
So we did pretty good, I think, amending that epic quest.
Yes. Achievement unlocked. We did succeed at that. Mm-hmm. What else?
We introduced a new series of videos called Impressions. They weren't necessarily an in-depth review. It was more about just being able to chit-chat about a game we played. We have something to say about it, but we didn't necessarily want to review it.
Yeah. And that's really good for maybe games that, in order to do a review, we'd have to put a lot of playtime into them and we didn't have the time. Or really good for maybe heavy games that we played it a couple of times and we really want to show off what we think about it right away, but it's going to require more plays before we can do a review.
And a lot of the times, too, we did it for expansions to games.
Yes.
Which you don't really need to review an expansion.
Yeah.
You just want to kind of hear what it adds to the game. So we put those under the category of impressions.
Nice. That worked.
It did, I think.
Yeah. What else?
We also added the waxing philosophical videos.
Yeah, those are fun.
Which I had a lot of fun doing.
Yep.
We just need some more topics, I think.
Yes. Yeah. So they definitely slowed down towards the end of the year. So right now, if you have ideas for topics to talk about in gaming, let us know, and we may develop them into future waxing philosophical topics.
Right. And we also usually transfer them into audio files.
Yes.
So that you can just listen to them as well. So
Yep.
you don't have to look at us talking about it.
There we go.
Although sometimes we have some funny reactions to some of the topics.
This is true.
Which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
And they're just videos where you give a game, like a gaming topic. Say how do you feel about eating Cheetos when you're playing a board game?
Yes.
And then we'll just yammer on about it. And sometimes it's funny. So we record it.
Yeah. I don't like that at all.
What, recording videos about us yammering on?
No, having people eat Cheetos when they're playing board games.
It is upsetting.
It's
But,
enraging.
I mean, maybe we could make a waxing philosophical about that, because I don't think we have one about Cheetos yet.
Yeah. How to not hurt someone who's doing that.
Right.
Yeah. So that was cool. We're going to continue those. What else?
Well, during the year, this wasn't our year in review videos last year, but we did promise to try to stream some stuff on YouTube.
Yes.
And we haven't had a chance to organize it.
No.
We haven't been very spontaneous in the last year.
No.
No.
It's been a rough year, and we've been really busy. But that doesn't mean it can't happen in the future.
Right.
Right on.
We'll see.
Right on.
And we also tried a new series, well, not a series of videos. We had one video. And it didn't get the warmest reception.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know. It was the Pop Culture's gaming video.
Yeah.
Where we thought it would be a really interesting idea to take some characters from very popular television shows or movies and then try to sort out and figure out what their favorite game would be.
Yeah. I think it was a fun exercise, but maybe it wasn't entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did one, and it kind of fell flat, and
then I got scared, and I didn't want to record anymore.
yeah. So I think that is gone.
I think it is gone, too.
Yeah. Which is okay. Leaves us to
It's
focus
true.
on other ones.
We can focus more on playthroughs.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the only other thing we promised to do during the year that we didn't get done was some more series playthroughs.
Yes.
Like we did the viticulture one.
Yep.
And at the end of that, we did promise to do the tiebreaker game.
Yes.
With the...
Uwe Rosenberg, more visitors.
Oh, the More Visitors expansion.
Yep.
Right.
Which we have now.
Yes, and we can still do it.
Yep.
But we have a lot of viticulture videos on the channel. So I guess you guys should let us know if you want us to have that tiebreaker game on air or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I could just be the winner.
Or I could. Why can't I be the winner? I won
We definitely have to be the tiebreaker. Yeah, tiebreaker. Tiebreaker. This isn't going to work. Tiebreaker.
I guess so. And we're also going to do all the modules of Alhambra, and we're going to do an Uwe Rosenberg series of videos and say which of his we had was our favorite.
Yes.
But we just didn't get around. There was not enough time in the year.
And the Uwe Rosenberg is getting to be a bit of a beast because we have so many of his games that we don't play very often.
We have quite a few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that definitely has to be a focus this year, doing that, just so we can figure out which ones we really enjoy.
Yes.
So we can pare them down a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Well, yeah. I'm not saying let's get rid of all but one.
Phew, you scared me there for a second.
Keep 2. Or 4. I don't
Right.
know. But yeah. That'll be a good series to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what kind of promises do we want to make for 2017?
None.
Oh, no.
I promise. It feels like I'm making some kind of oath here.
Okay, let's not call it a promise then. Let's just say what kind of goals do we want for the channel this year?
Nice. I would really like to continue making content, hopefully on a weekly basis.
Yes.
That is the goal. As long as we are continuing to have fun with it.
Right.
That is the big kind of overall goal that kind of pushes this channel.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's going to be playthroughs / overviews.
Yes.
Or just a playthrough.
Yep.
Reviews.
Or impressions.
Or impressions.
Yep.
Or waxing philosophicals.
There we go.
That's what we'll focus on.
Yeah. Exactly.
And maybe we might surprise you sometime and go live on YouTube or something.
It's possible. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because when we The couple of times we did it, it worked rather well. Yeah. But I'm almost wondering if one of the reasons why we don't do it is, one, you need that spontaneity that we haven't had an opportunity to be this year.
Right.
And two, when they're in the middle of a game and you have to stop so that you can interact with the audience. Not that I don't like interacting with the audience.
No.
It's not that.
I think you just need it set up where you can actually see the comments as they're coming in.
Yeah.
Not as, oh, I better check the comments and then like look behind you.
Because my focus is always on the game.
Right.
And so to have to like remind myself to stop and go check. If we had a little tiny laptop.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, or an iPad or something.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get
right there
a little laptop or something.
Yeah.
I can't see us getting an iPad. It's quite expensive.
It's true. It's too expensive. But maybe a little laptop or something if we can find one secondhand. That would make that much easier to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Awesome. And we already said that we're probably going to try to do those series videos that we talked about.
Yes, definitely.
Definitely the Uwe Rosenberg ones.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the Alhambra one. Depends on if there's any interest from you guys if you wanted to see that.
Yeah. Because we have the big box and it has 5 or 6 expansions, and each expansion has 2 or 3 modules, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, especially if you are interested in getting one game that will stay fresh for a very long time.
Yeah.
But that is a lot. Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah. And we'll continue to do our podcasts as well.
Oh, yeah. Right now, our podcast hosting site allows us to upload one podcast per month for free. So we will continue to do that.
And we definitely want to keep up the waxing philosophical. So like Justin said, if you guys can think of any topics that you want to hear us wax on, put them in the comments below and we'll keep a list. And then once we've had a chance to mull them over and really get some exciting thoughts about them, we'll have a chance to shoot them.
One of the things that has also kept us quite busy, especially me, over this past year, especially the last half of the year, has been kind of a resurgence in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
There's been several large groups of players in the area that weren't there before. Plus, they have a organized play set up for D&D now, which has kind of grabbed my interest quite a bit. So I've been kicking around the idea of doing a small series of videos that kind of like, what is a role-playing game? What is Dungeons and Dragons? How do you play? Kind of similar to what we do with board games, like an overview playthrough and a bit of a review. So if anyone out there is interested in us doing that, let us know, because that could also be something we do this year.
Yeah, we could do a series on that. You could even run a few campaigns for me.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, because sometimes I like storytelling games, so role-playing is quite fun for me, and I really like to find different solutions to the problems rather than just, hitting them on the head with a sword.
Yes.
So
we're quite good at that.
So I think it might be entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Because my brain, you could really get a good idea of the inside of how my brain works, which he thinks is funny.
Yeah.
So
it's hilarious.
You guys might think it's entertaining as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just live with it. It doesn't entertain me that much. It's just how I am.
There you go. So I might as well entertain people.
Well, yeah.
So it's also a possibility.
The last thing we're going to talk about is, over the year we've found that we really can't keep up with all the new hottest board games anymore.
Yes.
It's getting really expensive for us to buy all these games. So we're not going to be able to be the channel of the hotness. No. We've come to that conclusion. It's been 3 years now.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is, sometimes we're going to have a new game, of course, because something will catch our eye and we'll buy it.
Yep.
But we're going to focus more on the games that we have.
Yes.
And see what grabs our interest there. And also, you can go to Justin, kill him on the Board Game Geek. I'll put a link or something to his Board Game Geek user ID.
Yep.
And he keeps our collection up to date.
Yep.
So if there's any games on that list that you guys want to see a playthrough for, or a review, or just even an impression or a waxing philosophical, just let us know the title. and we'll write them down and keep a list.
There we go.
Because sometimes we don't write them down. Hopefully we've got all our requests done that we've been requested of games to be played earlier than now.
Yep.
If we didn't, add it to the comments below. We'll keep a written list, and then we'll get to work on those as well.
Yeah.
It'll give us a little direction.
Yeah.
And some motivation too. Because when we know that you guys want to see a certain video,
yeah,
then that gives us the motivation to say, oh yeah, well, people are going to be interested in this. So yeah, let's do it. It's going to be fun.
Right on. A little caveat to that is, in the very last bit of last year, we did get approached by a couple of publishers, and we've actually received, not a ton, but a few review copies.
Which is kind of exciting to get them in the mail. Yeah.
Yep. So we're kind of hoping that maybe we'll get a few more of those. And it's not about, oh, we're going to get free games or anything like that. Just it allows us the opportunity to maybe get a few games newer, quicker to the channel.
Quicker than we normally would, yeah.
Because we are the kind of people that when something new comes out, we need to research it a lot before we're going to be spending our money on it.
Well, yeah, we don't have that much disposable income that we can just buy every new game that's out there.
Yeah. And
then just trade them away if we don't like them.
Yep.
We want to be fairly certain that we're going to like this game.
Yeah.
Before we invest our money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even though we are going to be focusing on games we already have, instead of focusing on getting more and more games, not that we're never going to get games again or anything like that.
You can't make that claim because there's too many exciting games out there to get.
That's right. So even though that's going to be our focus this year, at the same time, hopefully there'll be some surprises as we get a game that just, whoa, we got this game. And then we'll be able to put that on the channel as well.
It's funny because sometimes when they approach us, they're like, well, have a look at our catalog and see what interests you. And even when we have that opportunity, like, we still like pick and choose and like do research and are very picky about these games because we understand that they're giving us this product as a promotion, so we want to do our best and showcase it to the best of our ability. And halfway to do that is making sure you think you're gonna like it a little bit.
Because the overriding thing or concept or like philosophy of our channel is it's fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this is a hobby for us.
Yeah.
So it's the same as board gaming hobby.
Yeah. If it's not fun, then we're not going to do it. So even the excitement of having somebody say, what would you like? If we see something that we could get for free that we're probably not going to like, we're not going to get it just because it's free.
No.
That's just not cool.
Right. I agree. Good philosophy.
Yeah. Right on.
So I think we've reviewed ourselves enough for this year.
Yes.
So we'll do it again in 2018.
Yep. Summary, we're awesome.
And you guys are awesome too.
That is right.
Thanks for being awesome.
Yeah. And thanks for watching.
We'll see you in the next video.
Laters.